He was called the Prophet. He had lived in a quiet seaside city for 12 years, teaching, listening, speaking words that touched people's hearts. But one morning, he heard the sound he had been waiting for. The ship had come. It was time to return home. Before he left, the people gathered around him. They asked him to speak, one last time. And in the crowd was a woman named Aylin. She had listened to the prophet's words for years, but she had never spoken to him directly. She had watched him from a distance. And somewhere between his silence and her wonder, she had fallen in love. That afternoon, Aylin sat near him by the shore. The wind was soft, the light golden, the sea listening. She asked in a quiet voice,
"What is love?"
The prophet looked into the waves for a long time, then said,
Love is the most powerful thing in this world, but it is also the most misunderstood.
He turned to her.
When love comes to you, do not expect comfort. It will challenge you, it will open you, it will take what you are and remake it.
Aylin asked,
Then why do people want love? If it hurts?
He smiled gently.
Because love doesn't come to make you feel good, it comes to make you real.
Then he explained,
Love is like the wind that shapes a mountain. It can be gentle, or it can break stone. But when it's true, it changes you forever.
Aylin was quiet. Then she whispered,
I think I love someone, but I don't know what to do with it.
The prophet looked at her with warmth, not surprise.
To love someone does not mean to own them. It does not mean to hold them too tightly. You and the one you love are like two strong trees, planted side by side. You grow together. You support each other, but you do not become one single tree. If you grow too close, your roots may fight for the same soil. Your branches may block each other's sunlight. So love, and stand together, but leave space between you, so both of you can breathe. Don't make your love a prison, let it be a garden.
Aylin hesitated, then asked,
And what about pain? Why does love sometimes break our hearts?
The prophet's face softened.
Because pain is part of becoming real. The heart must be broken so it can be opened wider. The seed must crack so the tree can grow. Pain is not your enemy. It is your teacher. It shows you where you are still closed and where you are ready to grow. The deeper the sorrow, the more joy you can hold later.
Aylin looked at the waves. She remembered every silent moment she had loved him from afar, and she wondered, was her pain also a gift? That evening, just before sunset, Aylin met him again. The sky was painted with orange and gold. Birds flew quietly in the distance. She asked the question she had never dared ask.
Do you know that I love you?
He looked at her and said softly,
Yes, I've always known. But your love was never loud. It was never demanding. You loved me the way the moon loves the ocean, not by touching it, but by pulling it gently every night.
Aylin's eyes filled with tears.
Will you stay?
He shook his head.
No, I cannot, but I will not leave you empty.
He handed her a small folded paper, smiled, and walked away. The next morning, he stood at the dock. The ship was ready. The people surrounded him, some crying, some praying, some silent. But Aylin did not come. She watched from the hill, her heart full and breaking. He did not wave goodbye. He simply looked out into the sea, then boarded the ship. As it drifted away, she felt something strange. She did not feel lost. She felt found. Later that evening, Aylin returned to the place where they had spoken. On the rock where they had sat was the letter. She opened it.
Aylin, you may think our story is unfinished, but it is not. Some love is not meant to stay. It is meant to awaken. You did not lose me. You found yourself. You learned to love without needing, to give without asking, to feel without fear. That is the highest form of love. And that is what you gave me. Thank you. The prophet.
She never saw him again. But every evening she walked along the shore, not searching, but remembering, not waiting, but living. Because once you have loved with freedom, once you have been touched by a soul like his, you are never the same, and you never need to be.